Well, hello and welcome to another episode of The Elegant Life. My name is Erin Kurt and I am a spiritual teacher and spiritual life coach. And I assist women in elegantly manifesting and living their most exquisite life. Today, I want to give you a very powerful strategy. This is a strategy that works in your relationships. This is a strategy that gets you motivated, that gets you unstuck, that moves you forward into your dreams. This is a strategy that's going to help you with communication in every area of your life. I'm telling you, this is the video you want to watch. Stick around, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell so that you never miss one of these important videos, and let's get started. A few years ago, I read a book by Brene Brown. And in this book, I think it was called Daring Greatly. And what I'm going to do right now is just give you the technique and the tool that she's talking about and a little bit more of a spiritual perspective about this, okay? So this technique is when you are in communication with someone or with yourself and you're feeling pain, anger, frustration, confusion, fear, just any lower vibration emotion where you just want to go hide or you want to attack someone. This is what you say to yourself or to the other person. Okay, this is the story I'm telling myself. Let me repeat that. This is the story I'm telling myself. Now, in a relationship, you know that you will be having, your husband will, let's say, not have done something you asked him to do. And you feel like such resentment. Or your husband is not coming home till really late and is not home a lot, and you're having to do so much with the kids, or he's just not coming home enough and you really want to be spending time, or you're kind of sick and tired of having to do a lot of the work around the house, and let's make this the scenario, okay? You're frustrated and you really are just getting really wound up so that when he walks in the door, or you're going to send a text and you're just going to want to go, well, another night has gone by and you're not here and I've had to take care of everything, okay? So you're feeling this. You need to go to him and say, communication time. The story I'm telling myself right now is that the reason why you're so late coming home all the time is because you don't really respect me and everything I do, that you don't care. You think that you kind of expect that I'm supposed to be doing this and that your worth is more than mine. Like, just go on and share whatever you're feeling. The story I'm telling myself is. And then you can say, can you clear this up for me? Can you give me information? Like, can you tell me what's, from your perspective, what's really going on? Because this is the story I'm telling myself. And what that does, it takes the immediate blame away from the partner. They won't shoot up with resentment and they will not start feeling attacked, because when people start feeling attacked, they will start protecting themselves. And I have countlessly tried this with my husband. You know, when I've been upset about something and just go pounce, and he will come up and then he'll say something nasty, and it'll take a while for us to calm down, and then someone has said something that has upset someone and it takes a while to heal from that, right? So totally non-communication, didn't get the result I wanted. I just got my anger, my story. Where does your story come from? Your story comes from all of the baggage, all of the crap and the baggage and the fears and the angers that have occurred in the past and are just stored there running. Those are the things that distort anything that's happening in your life. It literally distorts it and changes it and gives it a special meaning just for you based on your old programming, okay? That's why so many people love to get cleared by me, because those things don't have energetic hold over them anymore. And so they don't distort things the way they did. They don't attack the way they used to attack. They don't get triggered the way they used to get triggered, right? So you can see how powerful this is. So when you tell someone this is the story, and then they come back from you just realizing you know you're making up a story. So it's not an attack. And then they can come up and say, no, sweetie, this week has just been incredibly busy, or I do value you and what you do. I mean, you know, they might give an example of another husband that complains of something about the wife, and he feels so grateful that you're not like that. And so now you start coming down, and now communication can happen. No communication can happen from an angry or fearful or old programming state. So that is such a good thing to use in your relationships. Now, you can use this same thing for yourself. This is what Brene doesn't talk about. So when you're trying to do something, let's say you've got a project that you've really wanted to do. You've wanted to write a book, you've wanted to write an ebook, you've wanted to create an online program, you've wanted to set up a website, a business, go ask for promotion, whatever it is. And you get all excited, and then when it comes time to actually like take some action towards actually bringing this idea just from an energy into physical matter, right? That's your part to do that. When you get into that, all of a sudden, again, that old programming will start creating that story based on that old programming and distort it. And its main job is not to make you happy. How sad is that? Its main job is to make you feel safe and comforted. And so it's going to say, whoa, 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 whoa. No, stop, rethink this. Remember, like, these things make you vulnerable. They put you out there. You're going to be visible. So are you sure you want that? I don't think you want that. You can do this just by being a good person in the world. You can, and it'll tell you a story. So what you can do is sit down when you're in this discomfort, this low vibration, and say to yourself, okay, this is the story I'm telling myself. When you realize that you're telling a story, when you can say that, it means that your conscious mind has sat back and is watching the story. You're not the story. It's not truth. It's not fact. When you can separate and say, I see this story, okay, and you're watching it, that's when you separate and you can see it for what it is. And then your conscious mind can choose consciously from an undistorted place, just from a divine place, because you know that this is the part of you that does want your happiness, that does want your fulfillment, that does want you to elevate and expand and grow and feel fulfillment and purpose. So you can say, my intention is this, that I am able to use all of my divine talents and natural abilities, that this idea came to me out of nowhere, and that my choice is to move forward and do it with love and not fear, with the purpose to serve people, help people, make people's lives easier, better, happier, in whatever way that is. That's my choice. And I give you permission, story, to delete yourself. I give you permission to de-story and delete. Uncreate yourself. Delete, delete, delete. From that vibration and that consciousness, you want to use the other tool that I absolutely love from another beautiful woman serving this planet so well is Mel Robbins. And she has a rule that's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is when you just train your brain to get into action. As soon as you are in that vibration, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And right in that moment, you take some action towards what it was that you were trying to stop yourself from. So whether it is searching and buying the domain name, whether it is emailing someone who you knew that could be a great contact, or to set up a meeting, or you email a group of women to get them together for an event that you're going to put on, whether it be making in that moment a different choice of food. High vibration, low vibration, we've talked about those things before, right? Whether you're going to choose to move or not move that day. Remember, we've talked about movement, the benefit that it helps in your body. But if your body's telling you, no, you don't need it today, you shouldn't do it today, maybe reserve your energy today, all that kind of stuff. If you hear a story, step back, see it, and say, I see the story that I'm telling myself. And then you go through the process that I just told you. Another way, if you're a writer, write this down. The story I'm telling myself is, and go through this process that way. This is so powerful, and I really, really recommend that you use it this week. Incredibly powerful with your communication, with your children, with your spouse, with your co-workers at work, and with yourself. Make it an elegant week, and we will see you next time.